to my channel. This is your girl Anita Ndlovu. I'm back with another video. I'm back with a video that's gonna help you if you are looking for a job as a candidate attorney or attorney. This is your video. You need to stay tuned. I know it's been a minute. There's been a lot happening, and with our profession, it's hectic. Like, it's really hectic. I hope you do understand that part. So I'm just going to be focusing on interview questions and answers. I have pointers with me here, so excuse me if I'm not focusing on the camera, but just listen to the information that I have for you. So without wasting any of your time, I'm just gonna get straight to the video. Oh, before that, you need to hit the subscribe button. For all those who find this channel useful, you need to do the right thing and hit the subscribe button. For all those who've been here with me, who've been a part of my journey, thank you so much for being involved. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. Thank you so much for believing in me and finding my videos useful. Kindly share my video and like and comment, and let's hit to 1,000 subscribers. So without wasting any of your time, I'm just gonna focus on what I'm here for today. So if you're looking for a job as a candidate attorney or you're looking for a job as an attorney, this is your video. You need to really subscribe because you're gonna get real useful information. For all those who've been watching my videos and not subscribing, I wonder why. Are my videos not worth it? Are you not finding it useful, or what? You need to let me know. Comment down below and let me know on how I should improve. I'm going to be focusing on interview questions and answers, as I have mentioned. So the first thing is, number one, if you're looking for a job and you've been called for an interview, you need to research on the company you are going to have an interview with. So you need to find out the kind of law they are dealing with, whether it's commercial or corporate, whether they're doing criminal law or it's conveyancing, or they are focusing on family law. You need to really do your research well, because sometimes you find yourself going for an interview whereas you know very well that you want to pursue a career in criminal law, and you are going to attend an interview where they are dealing with property law. So you need to be focused and know what you have to do. I know these days employment is a bit of a problem, and anyone takes anything just to have just to do this whole thing of being a candidate attorney and get admitted. That's it. But it's a bit of a problem in the long run, because you need to do what makes you feel good, what you're content with, because this is a long-term thing. If you do your articles and you are not really happy with the kind of law that you're focusing on, it's going to be a challenge. So I'm just going to focus on the interview questions now and answers. Remember, you must dress the part, you must look professionally. If you can, please just try in as much as possible to stick to our colors. I don't have to mention, I don't have to be precise, you know the colors. So usually when you get to the interview, they ask a few questions, and I've prepared like a few questions that they ask, and I'm just gonna focus on them and the answering part. So when you get there, they are going to ask you, tell us about yourself. So you don't need to explain a lot, go deeper and all of that. You can just mention that you're a hard worker, you are passionate, and you're consistent and disciplined. Full stop. Full stop. If they have any other questions, they will ask, but don't overly prepare and say a lot of things that are not important. So they will ask you, why do you think you are the best candidate for the job? So you might have to answer that and say I'm a very committed worker, I love challenges, and I have the will to succeed. I'm a motivated person. I have the ability to learn fast, which will facilitate the training period. That is excellent. Like, you don't need to add more, you don't need to take out. But if you have anything to add, you can add. This is just like a guideline for you guys. It's just giving you a guideline for you to prepare. And they will ask you, why do you apply for this job? And then you're wondering why you're applying for the job. Remember, I said you should research about the company. You must know what you want in order for you to answer this question. So, my answer would be, because I'm looking for a job, I want to advance my career or experience in a position that will allow me to grow as a person and employee. That's the answer. If they want further explanation, they will ask. And another question that they like asking is, what are your strengths? So, as I have said, they're going to ask you, what are your strengths? So, if they ask you, what are your strengths, the perfect answer would be, I can work under a lot of pressure. You know that our industry is hectic. You need to be able to work under pressure. So I'm just gonna answer the question and then explain further. So you're gonna say, I can work under pressure. I am an amazing problem solver. I am a persistent person and I don't give up easily. My dependability. I make a decision under a lot of pressure. I can be able to work with little or no supervision, willing to learn new things, easy to adapt, friendly, reliable, expressive, and punctual. These are the fundamentals if you are in a legal career. Best believe me, the career is hectic. Best believe me, you're gonna work under pressure, you're gonna work long hours, you're gonna have to work with people with different characters. And because of that, you need to be able to deal with a lot of people. You need to maintain yourself. You need to have a strong backbone. You need to know what you want, and you have to be able to deal with a problem. The next question that they usually ask is, what is your biggest weakness? The answer that I have with me is, I can be too committed to my work and don't spend enough time with other social activities. I work too hard. I care too much about my work. But this is a personal thing. Like, you cannot be focusing on that. Like, this is a weakness for someone. You can have a weakness that maybe you OCD or something like that. It depends. So I wouldn't say you must just answer like this and just be fake. I'm saying, I'm just assisting you. Like, I'm just giving you guidelines on how you should answer these questions. So the next question is, do you prefer to work independently or on team? Then you have to say, you can do both, because sometimes some tasks you need to research, you need to ask for people's opinion, you cannot do it on your own. Sometimes you need to do task on your own, so it will be advisable for you to say you can do both. So the next question is, how do you handle stress or pressure? So when they ask that, I work well under pressure because I prepare for it before it comes. I try to stay calm as possible and focus to get the job done. I prioritize my responsibility, so I have a clear idea of what is needed to be done. That helps me to effectively manage pressure. Just that, I have nothing to add on that. So what is your salary requirement? This is like a question that I don't want my employer to ask me, because already you have in your mind, you have an amount in your mind, but obviously you cannot say, you know what, I am worth 15,000, I am worth 20,000, I am worth this much. It's a bit of a problem if you have not been employed before. For instance, if you're a candidate attorney, I would understand if you've got a figure, if you're an attorney and you've got experience and you know you've been in the game for so long and you know what you want. So if you are a starter, a candidate attorney, I would advise you to say, I'm expecting to get a job offer that is realistic and reasonable, full stop. You don't need to go any further. You don't need to go, you don't need to explain your family situation, this and that. We don't want to hear that. And then the other question that they like asking is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? The answer, my long-term goal involve growing in a company where I can continue to learn and contribute as much of value as I can. Once I gain additional experience, I would like to move through the ranks of the job. I would like to see myself as an aspect of my job description. Excellent, right? Do you need to add anything? Comment down below. Tell me some of your answers. Tell me how you feel about these questions. Tell me if I'm being helpful enough. And subscribe if I'm being helpful. The next question is, what is your ideal job? Woo! This is challenging. Like, I'm here for a job as a candidate attorney. You're busy asking me what is my ideal job. Come on, I just want to be a lawyer. I just want to get admitted. What are you asking? So you need to know where you see yourself in the next 10 years. Like, what's your ideal job? I want to open my own practice that deals with the kind of practice that you do in this law firm, and I think this law firm will help me better myself, prepare myself to become what I want. I think that's the perfect answer. Preferable working hours. I mean, we all know that our industry is hectic, and sometimes working hours are non-existent. They are non-existent because you need to push. So you would say, I am flexible, and stop there. And then, what do other people say about you? I don't know how other people, what other people say about you, but you can safely say they find me approachable. I don't know. You can comment down below and tell me what you would say. What's the answer for that question? My teamwork. Why is teamwork important? The answer is, as people would think differently, and in those different views we can get the views that can benefit the project. It teaches you how to solve problem or work problems, work hard, handle stress, and become a good thinker. I think that's just a perfect answer. You don't need to add anything. When they ask you if you have any questions, you need to be proactive. You need to you need to ask, like, be involved, show that you are interested. You cannot say you don't have questions. Some of the questions that you can ask them is how soon can I start? I know it's funny, but you can ask that. Do you think I'm qualified for this job? Do you see my skills contributing to this job? So basically, that's what you need to focus on. You need to be involved in this thing. So I'm just gonna go through what other people prepare for when they are looking for a job. I'm just gonna go through some other comments. So someone says, I was asked about my biggest strengths and weakness. Why do I think I'm suitable for a job, and why am I applying for that specific firm? What subjects did I enjoy, and do I know what the firm practices on? And I've already emphasized that that's important for you to do when you're preparing for an interview. Someone is saying, some of the especially when you're looking for a job as a candidate attorney, they might ask you the difference between an action and an action proceeding, where you have to explain what it is and what is an application. I remember they did ask me that, and at that point in time, I think I knew what I was talking about. And they went on to ask me about what is a summary judgment and a default judgment. And trust me, at that time I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what that was, and I had forgotten. And it's possible that you forget, because I mean, you haven't been in the practice. You read and then you forget about it. So you sometimes you just generally need to prepare on those things. But anyway, you wouldn't know what they're gonna ask you. I mean, someone asks you what is a summary judgment, and you are blank and you don't even know what to say. So also, I might just hint on doing a CV if you're applying for an employment, so you can address to whom it may concern. Usually these days we apply online, so you wouldn't be wanting to write the address of the firm, the details of the firm. Or let's just say this will be a video for this will be my next video to focus on how to write a motivational letter or your CV for employment as a candidate attorney or an attorney, and also how to secure articles before you even complete your LLB degree. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Hit the subscribe button, like and comment, and share my video. Thank you so